I need to get home. I need to get home. How will I go?
Hey guys, my name is Darren, otherwise known as Sparky, and I'm not a religious person, but I do believe that cats are planning to take over the world within the next 2 years, so let that sink in for a second. And let's go straight into the video. So this is my FIFA 16 Defending Forks video. This is kind of based on pro clubs mainly. As you can see, I spent 22 games played on here, and that's pretty much my whole 10 hours done. I've only got a little bit of time left to quickly do this. And let's go straight into the forts. So at the very start, obviously you know my build is 5'11" and I play as a stopper. The very start of the game, obviously I did all the boosts from the catalogue and I went straight into the first game. And I found I really did struggle. My style of play didn't really work. I think I was playing alongside a quite a tall, stronger defender who's playing a little bit taller than me, and that really benefited him at the start of the game. But what I can say now is that the fact I've got a few accomplishments done, such as my mental ones and physical ones, it's kind of even itself out, so I feel a lot more smoother. On the ball, I feel like I can challenge the strikers in the air, which was a bit of a problem at the start. Another thing is the lock-on system is a bit iffy. It can potentially work really well, or it can work completely against you, where it just won't lock you on, or you actually just zoom ahead and get the ball and get the interception. I don't know what my thoughts are on it yet. As a CDM, which I've tried that, it was really good. But for centre back, I'm not too sure where I lay on that at the moment. But I'm sure we'll.
That I'm
sure we'll find out when the actual game comes out. Spend a bit more time with that system, see how it's gonna hopefully benefit us. The touches and animations are very strange. The defending animations I like. There's certain little differences from the last FIFA which give it a nice new feeling, but there's other times where I'll get an interception, the ball will then flick up in the air completely out of the blue or flick away from me, the striker will then get it and score, and it's not something I'm doing myself personally, it's the game itself which is kind of just spanking me in the arse and giving me something which I don't want to happen. But again, maybe that's down to my dodgy touch as a centre back at quite a low level. I'm not too sure what it is yet, but hopefully that again will sort itself out as my player gets better. The timing of headers, again 5'11" is key. Don't spam B, that is a big thing I found out very early on. I completely forgot how to win headers. Started spamming B, was losing pretty much every header. As soon as I started timing it again, so the ball came back down to me, I was winning it a lot easier, and that is what I definitely recommend. If a team backs out, okay, this really annoys me. If a team backs out, no clean sheet. If you are leading the game and you have a clean sheet, or you're drawing, you've got a clean sheet, they quit and you get nothing. And that really grinded my gears last FIFA, and again, they haven't fixed it. So any defensive players out there, any goalkeepers at all, it's gonna pee you off big time. But hopefully at some point they can fix that, but it's EA, so we won't get our hopes up. Slide tackles are super satisfying, but need to be controlled. So if you do it out wide as a centre back, if you've been pulled out, you can do it then. But if you do it in the centre and you miss, you're pretty much buggered. Even though you can press X again to get back up, it's not necessarily going to help you because they've already gone past you. So as much as the animation feels absolutely sensational, you have to get it right. And yeah, it's a good feeling, but just you have to be very careful with it at the same time. Another thing, the ratings drop and raise really inconsistently. It's like a Japanese stock market. 1 second you're like a 9.3, the second minute you're like at 5.8. Not probably that much of an exaggeration needed, but it's very, it just doesn't seem right at the moment. I'm not too sure why, maybe, I don't know. So we'll go straight into the next point. Same accomplishments from last year. As you can see, I haven't done a lot. That's the way defense is. You've got to grind out games just to get them done. But they're all pretty much the same, I believe, so that kind of sucks. It's nothing new there. So I can understand if people want to boost it, that makes perfect sense because it's a little bit boring, but I do love the whole building the pro up side of things. The RB and A function, which is the driven pass, works an absolute treat from defense. If you're in a sticky situation, like a sticky toffee pudding, and you need to get it away, RB and A works really well if you do it down the line. It's just like a normal pass, but with a bit of extra zoomph. a bit of ooh la la to the past, which really does work well, and it looks nice again as well. It's these little animations again, which just add a new kind of concept to the way the game's played. Like I did one from the outside of my foot, it was completely unintentional, but it looked absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's a really good feature, and I highly recommend using it. And I think that's pretty much all I've got down on my notepad. I've tried to make as many notes as I can. It's kind of, again, I've only played, 20 something games? 22 games. What I really need to do is get the full game and just grind out, try out the different builds, see what I feel comfortable playing, try with another centre back partner, just try the different things and see how it works out in general. But it's exciting times anyway, it's going to be good. I'm pretty happy with how it's playing out. The slower gameplay seems to be working a treat so far, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. So I want to thank you for listening to this. Hopefully it's some sort of help. It's just obviously my view. If you've got any comments to make, just please them down below, and I shall see you in a bizzle. Take care, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye.
Spiderwebs tangled up with me, and I lost my head. The thought of all the stupid things I'd said.
I had a falling out with a family member. I lashed out and said some shit I still can't remember. For a while I was actually crazy, but I wouldn't change the past if you paid me.